The official Tomb Raider account posted this. It showed up in my recommended, and I just had the nightmares that came through last year when I covered this. The Lara Croft Netflix series where it legit looks like Larry Croft. And I covered this previously in an extensive video. I'm not going to go into the depth that I went to previously. Check that out. I will link my previous video in the description of this one, covering this series and how the director of this series is a trans dude. Full stop. So miss me with that. Oh, it looks like a girl. No, get out of here. Get out of here with that. This is a trans dude pushing a trans dude in a show, and they're trying to be like, no, it's totally a girl. Totally a girl. The official Tomb Raider said, missed the unofficial Tomb Raider 29th anniversary fan event in Derby, England, hosted by Derby Tomb Raider. Attendees got a sneak peek image from season 2 of Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, starring Haley Atwell. The new season premieres December 11th on Netflix. You know what? Fantastic. Fantastic. I said, who is he? Is that supposed to be Lara? Because after I saw that, I had to follow it up with a post. I said, the Embracer Group, who owns Tomb Raider, by the way, the franchise, and I know Embracer Group is falling apart at the seams right now. I can fix it. I'm telling you guys, hire me. I will fix Tomb Raider in a day. Give me 24 hours and I will have you printing money again. I said the Embracer Group should just hire me to turn this franchise around instantly. I will print them money. I'm not even joking. Get back to the big-titted, hyper-feminine, dual-wielding action star Lara Croft versus dinosaurs in caves. Hell, even bring in more aliens. Yes, that's really it. Reminder, it is a video game. Now, before I keep going on this, people will be like, oh, the 2013 reboot of Tomb Raider was fun. It was good. Even though they cut her tits off and whatever, it was still a fun game. I'll give you that. It was actually not a terrible game. I played it. It was fun. I enjoyed my time with it. But that was a precursor to going down the road of where they ended up right now. And that's why no one gives a shit about Tomb Raider anymore, especially compared to the way it used to be, an iconic franchise for PlayStation specifically. I said, I know. Most of these quote unquote narrative designers need to justify their own existence and job. So they think you need to have some sort of wild backstory and deep plot. No, you really don't. Not with the foundation of what this series was built upon. First move, boot out the activists, fire the feminists, and ridiculous DEI hires hell-bent on injecting their own self-representation bullshit. Get back to the roots. Get these tourists who destroyed the brand out of this iconic character. Lara can be saved, and it's far easier than they think. And I followed it up with never forget what they took from us. These are actual advertisements of Lara Croft. Not just an amazing ass, but look at the curve. I mean, holy shit. I know it's a video game. Guess what? I like to goon at video games. I know. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Loaded magazine. Lara Croft. No top, just holding a pillow over her, covering her up. Yeah. They sexualized the fuck out of her. Guess what? Sex sells. I know DEI hires do not understand this, but this is what Lara Croft used to be. They always heavily, pun intended, accented the chest heavily. Tomb Raider 3, and with I guess she has a bottom on there. It's hard to believe, but I just get better and better. You know what they don't do anymore? Any of this anymore. You know what happened to Tomb Raider? It turned into fucking Lara Croft. No, hire me, Embracer Group. I can be the person that completely shifts the dynamic of the direction of Crystal Dynamics. Because you know what you've been doing over the past decade or so with Lara Croft, or should I say Lara Croft? This is from IGN, covering Perfect Dark, by the way. Crystal Dynamics lays off more following the Perfect Dark cancellation. It's unclear how many were impacted. In a statement on LinkedIn, Crystal Dynamics confirmed the layoffs, but did not specify the number of people impacted. This is now the second layoff, major impact layoff of Crystal Dynamics in the past 365 days. Today, we made a very difficult decision to part ways with a number of our talented colleagues, press X to note, as the result of our evolving business conditions, aka chopping off the tits of your star. The statement reads, "This decision was not made lightly, like Lara Croft's heavy chest. It was necessary, however, to ensure the long-term health of our studio and core creative priorities in a continually shifting market." Guys, I want to cover a video that got shared to me that I can guarantee none of you have ever seen. This video comes to us from House of Croft, and it was posted in March of 2022 from channel House of Croft that has 1.1 thousand subscribers, and this has 145 views. Guys, I want you to take special note of this creature right here. Guess who shows up? Is that Erika Ishii? Weird. What a small world it is. Makes you wonder if activists took over this fucking franchise and destroyed it. What she used to look like, what she looks like now. Boobs gone. Made her hyper feminist, cut her tits off. Boys drool, girls rule.
I myself grew up with the games.
My wife, she was a big fan of the game. She played a lot.
Well, I still remember when the first game came out.
By the way, when they show the original Lara, look at this.
I myself grew up with the games.
Right there. Look at that rack compared to her stomach. It is a video game. Do not make Lara realistic. Stop with this bullshit.
My wife, she was a big fan of the game. She played a lot.
Well, I still remember when the first game came out.
By the way, my wife was a big fan. She played a lot. Women want sexualized women in games too. Fun fact.
My friends were playing it all the time back in Norway. I was really blown away by not just the gameplay, but the storytelling in it, and of course the character of Lara Croft.
When you think of female-led games, Lara Croft is probably the first name that comes to everybody's mind.
Erika Ishii, what did they call her?
Of course the character of Lara Croft.
When you think of female-led
Pop culture video game specialist. There you go. In case you missed it, there you go. Erika Ishii, pop culture video game specialist. Now ask yourself, guys, how did she go from pop culture video game specialist to starring in fucking video games and being someone who is a quote unquote icon in gaming that should be a protagonist in everything? Activists destroy video games.
Lara Croft is probably the first name that comes to everybody's mind.
No, she's not. Samus Aran is every time. Lara Croft is definitely on that list, but Samus is always first when you think of female-led games. Let's be real here.
She's hot and she's cool.
She's just a kick-ass girl that raids the tomb.
I love, by the way, all these. This is showing all the massive racks and everything. This is just 3 years ago before they destroyed it.
Kick-ass girl that raids the tomb.
As a young girl, I hadn't seen a girl being the lead character in a video game.
Hey, these people that invaded the industry, they want to see themselves. So they want to take over this captured character and change it into their own version of Lara.
And that really drew me to it.
Nope. Don't like that. Nope. Sorry. Nope. That's not Lara. Put some implants in. That ain't it. Not happening. Sorry. You're not going to sell me on this either. Ever.
I've been playing video games since I can remember. Video games were always a part
All
of my
these flat-chested chicks. Notice a trend, by the way. They all have the same exact body type.
life. I had the amazing opportunity of writing a book called 20 Years of Tomb Raider. I never felt a sense of being able to relate to one of the characters until my dad brought home this game.
This was the first time that we got to play as this badass woman.
She was extremely
Notice they're all flat. All these girls are flat. All of them. You don't think they have some input with the dev team? Huh?
fierce and determined and capable and a big adventurer.
It wasn't just
The
a
reboot
fact.
in 2013 was good, by the way. I enjoyed it. But like I said, my greater point with it was it started the series going down this direction. And it is not Lara Croft. They knew it back then, and they just pushed it further and further.
That it was a female character, but because it was this amazing, beautiful 3D world that felt so atmospheric and everything just worked together.
The original Tomb Raiders were groundbreaking in terms of graphics. You know, the environment and her character model, the animation walk.
The character model, even Erika Ishii acknowledges the character model is what was making it special. That's why people gave a shit. If Lara Croft was just this flat-chested protagonist on Tomb Raider, do you think it would have sold 1/10 as many copies? No. It would have just been another generic game. Her chest is what made people buy the game. Miss me with all this, oh, she's a strong feminist female lead protagonist. No, fuck that. She had huge knockers. That's why people bought it.
Cycles.
It was unlike anything anyone had ever seen at the time, this worldwide phenomenon.
All right, so I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but I just wanted to focus on, I thought it was fascinating that Erika Ishii was a part of this documentary for Tomb Raider.
Iconic.
Iconic.
The most iconic.
So Tomb Raider 2 is actually my personal favorite of the class.
So yeah, that explains why Tomb Raider has gone downhill so far. And I will leave it at this. I said back in 2024, y'all hype for Karen Croft? This is not my Lara. The last picture of the old Lara here proves they know how they can do it right. They changing her design to sell more jerseys. So this is Karen Croft with the Karen haircut, of course, flat chest, Karen Croft. And look at the original one, by the way. Look at the rack on that one and look what they changed it to. Why is Leon Kennedy cosplaying Lara? And look at this one. That is my Lara right there. Not whatever the fuck this thing is. Like, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but this right here is proof positive that activists need to get the fuck out of the game industry. They are not just destroying games, they are destroying studios. Massive layoff after massive layoff. You want to sell more Tomb Raiders? Give her a fucking huge rack. Full stop. I mean, the game, maybe it'll be fun. I don't fuck if I know, but people will buy it. That's what you need to do. I know it sounds so juvenile, so simplistic, so stupid. Don't do that. Games need to be more evolved. We need to get at the core of what Laura's dealing with her internal turmoil. Miss me with that shit. Give me some huge knockers and some dinosaurs and aliens to shoot. Let's fucking go. Am I wrong? Anyways, I'll leave it there.